Hello. Welcome to Monday Night Sprints, Amazing Readathon edition. I like how my Monday sprints just always have a theme to them.
Yeah.
Like for the past month, there's been like the Monday night sprints have also been something else. And since this is like my normal sprinting night, they're also going to be Amazing Readathon sprints.
Nice.
Hi, welcome. If you have no idea what's going on, the Amazing Readathon is a competitive-based readathon that's on my channel, or like hosted, created, but my brainchild.
You made it.
I did the thing, and then there's a lot of people helping me out. So if you're interested, I think I put the announcement video in the description, but if not, it's definitely the most popular video on my channel.
You know what? I can put it in the chat.
You could do that. You could do that.
I could do that.
But hello. I unfortunately was working later than planned today. And then also for some reason, even though it happens all the time in Utah, when water falls out of the sky, no one knows how to drive.
I can't. That feels accurate.
Even if it's just sprinkling, no one knows how to drive. So I got home literally 20 minutes ago.
Oh no!
I'm still in jeans. Okay, I'm still in jeans.
I feel like first sprint is just let's change into comfy clothes then.
Yeah, probably get the dogs settled and stuff. Well, they're okay right now, but like
we have two types of drivers in Florida. We have the ones that actually know how to drive in the rain, and then the ones who are like, what am I doing? This is wet stuff.
I don't understand it, because this happens all the time, and then in the winter it's even worse. It's like, guys, we get snow for 4 months out of the year. This is not world ending. So that being said, I'm not ready for sprints tonight, but we're here anyway.
Right, it's gonna be a chill day.
Exactly. I am trying to work on how to become the Dark Lord or die trying, whatever that title is. There's so many, there's a lot of words in that title. And I have aptly described that book as if Monty Python wrote Despicable Me.
Which are both fantastic things apart.
Right, but it's also like if you put, they don't belong together.
I feel like they could, I feel like Monty Python could probably write something like Despicable Me, like plot-wise, but it wouldn't be Despicable Me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would be different.
You know,
it's so we were talking about this in the chat, but it sounds like he tried to do satire or farce and just went too far with it, because it's like there is such a fine line there when you're doing farce that you have to thread the entire time, or it just becomes ridiculous. Like it either becomes just like it's bad or
yeah, absolutely. We have so many people in the chat tonight with us. Lots of sci-fi, team of romance, stabby ghost,
love it,
dragon unicorns. hello, I love it.
Can we make the official Amazing Readathon mascot the unicorn now instead of the plane?
Yeah, right.
They are no. We'll make it a pegacorn so we can still fly.
Yes. Reading Queen of Shadows. To scroll Discord. That is the question. There's a lot going on in the Discord. I haven't looked at it since I left the office, other than just to go in and put a link in for sprints. And I was like, I will deal with this later.
I don't blame you.
Oh my god. There's my 4th sightseeing book. Fantastic. Hello.
Y'all are getting one.
Yeah, I'm working on my first one.
And I
made it to Toronto.
I switched because I was like, there's no way. I've got 2 going right now that could count for a sightseeing prompt. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting these finished.
Samantha, oh no.
Next 24 hours.
Wait, you're rereading the worst book of the year.
What book is it?
Thoughts and Prayers. Hello. Hello. If you have no idea where have you been? All I've been talking about for like 6 months.
Maybe they were busy Saturday.
Still, I'm reading my Toronto Leg 1. Listen, are you DNF'd 3 other books? Oh no. That's not a fun way to start your book.
No. Yeah. And at that point, I just think, I'm going to find something that's solid and I know I'll love.
Right? I need a good one. But I also was thinking that I had a really rough start to Amazing last year too. Like I had a 2-star and then a 3-star and then like maybe another 3-star before I moved on to the second leg. And then it went up from there. So like,
yeah,
it's okay. We'll be fine. We have a Jess.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you up to tonight?
Chicks? Have they been eaten yet?
There's 7 chicks. There's 2 eggs left in the incubator. One of them has been rocking back and forth.
Okay.
Nice.
So
I laughed so hard when you said your mom set them up in the living room and you're like, we have cats.
We have cats.
So
what are you up to tonight?
I have about 10 minutes of a book to finish. And then I don't know what I'm doing after that. Eating dinner, playing with Merlin.
He's like, actually.
I would like some pets if we could have that.
I am the most important boy.
Exactly. Hello.
All the love.
Listen, it won't be for very long. I just haven't had a chance to go put leggings on.
I've definitely changed into jeans when I was going places after sprints.
Yeah. Fortunately, these are the comfy jeans, so it's fine. People know how to drive in Florida. They do not. They do not.
The locals do typically. It's the snowbirds that are the problem. If someone is doing something stupid, 9 times out of 10, it is a out-of-state license plate.
Or it's a semi-driver that backs into your rental car because they missed you on one. And then you get a ticket because they're corrupt cops who thought you were too close, even though you were a car's length away from them. All of my 5-star reads are on my Goodreads, which is linked in every single video. Except for this one.
Video, and it's linked in the FAQ.
FAQ, yeah.
I don't think it is linked in there.
Huh?
Yeah,
it's been linked several times in the not the FAQ document in in the FAQ
chat.
Because
it's probably pinned in the chat.
Pinned in the FAQ. It's in the FAQ's pinned messages.
No, but seriously, everybody should learn that. Yeah. Hello. Right. It's not what I thought it would be. Hello. Page 255 of Feybound. Nice.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it does. Live in a college town, driving is fine, except for parents' weekend and graduation. Also true. Started finale for sightseeing. Nice. Hello. Team Spooky. Working on laundry. Washed my bedding. Very nice. Sightseeing. Finished Check and Mate, trying to decide if I should start a new book or just take a break. I mean, self-care is important. This is a marathon. We need to remember this.
Yeah.
But also, you never know. Excuse me. Pause my audiobook to try to do last-minute research before we have primary elections tomorrow. Ours is at the end of the month.
God bless.
Right. Hello. It's funny because when we were at the Pride Parade yesterday, there were a couple of candidates, one a governor candidate and then one for Senate. They had a float in the parade, and I was like, I don't even know anything about you, but I'm gonna vote for you.
Nice.
If you are loud enough to walk in a Pride Parade, yes, you get my vote.
I'm so pissed that I because I'm with the Democratic Party, I didn't get to vote this last for the primary.
Yeah.
Because there were no votes, and I was like, I feel like I should still I would at least like to be able to write in someone other than our current president to let them know.
Right. Currently tearing up boxes for recycling bin.
Nice.
Reading my sightseeing book. Jade is a Twisted Green. Nice. Oh, a local Toronto author. I love that people are doing that.
Nice.
Got home from the library. Important. Also, I kind of want to read the Z Word. I've heard like everybody's talking about it. Hello, reading The House on the Cerulean Sea. Hello, Aoife. Ready to take a break, get some reading in. Made it to Toronto. Finishing my Toronto book. Nice. Started by DNFing 2 books and then had 2 5-stars. So it even out. Exactly.
It happens.
Second sightseeing book, 400 pages into the Will of the Many. That's a dense.
That's a chonker too.
And like within the chunk, it's really small words. And it's just so dense. But I'm glad you're loving it. Hello. Made it to Toronto in the middle of 3 sightseeing books. Fantastic. Got my medication, locked my cat out because she zoomed past me. They'll do that.
Oh, no.
Hello. Zodiac Academy. Mostly Merlin.
Mostly Merlin.
Don't know. Who knows? You'll get it sometime in June.
What's really going to happen is the first leg is going to last for 21 days, and then you get a prompt a day after that.
There you go.
So all the way till the end.
That would be awesome, actually. That would be so much chaos because they would be asking every single day, like, when's the next prompt? When's the next prompt? And you're just like,
absolutely not.
Happens when it happens.
Reading Tress. I feel like this is a bad omen.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Hello. They really do not know how to drive in Florida. Hello. Really want to know what the next city is.
I can tell you what city it's not. It's not
Toronto.
Toronto.
It's not Toronto.
I don't think it's going to be my hometown either, just because nobody
Probably
knows.
not. We're probably not going to go to Florida.
No.
No one wants to stay in Florida.
No, I wouldn't suggest that.
That'll be the 1-day leg. Florida.
If you know my hometown exists, then you're either in Scientology or you're obsessed with it.
That's fair. Started rolling in the deep. Nice. Can be picking away at my sightseeing books. Had a bit of a sick day. That sucks, but I'm glad you're taking it easy. Hello. Finishing a sci-fi at work. Hello. Trying to decide what to order for dinner. Do you have options? We can help you. I can't decide what I want for my own dinner, but actually I have leftover pizza. That's what I'm doing for dinner.
I know what I'm making for dinner because we have D&D tomorrow. So like I make my usual.
Oh, there you go.
Really easy to fix right before I have to babysit murder hobos.
That's fair. Halfway through Drowning Deep. I love that everybody's reading this, but also so stressed because it's scary when people read your favorite books. I'm listening to a series of unfortunate events right now. Ordered ice cream, important. Hello, reading Playing the Odds. Nice. Us Against You. We could get a timeshare down in Destin. We could.
Destin. Yeah.
Thriving on
That's
Chaos.
up for me.
When are we not? It was a Taylor Swift lyric. Did you not catch that?
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
It's up for me. Destin is up.
Oh. Yeah, I know, but it's the Florida song.
Yes.
Trying to imagine what level of chaos, but my brain is just loading. The limit does not exist. It's true. Okay, I actually have to say,
I lost it.
someone commented on a video of mine being like, I don't get Chaos Gremlin vibes from you. I'm like, oh, just wait till the end of the month.
Really?
You must be new here.
They must be brand new.
I was like, my filmed videos, very much a like professional look.
Yeah.
This, absolutely not. Finishing my sightseeing book. Excuse me, I have been in Toronto since yesterday. Excuse me. Thank you, Heather. Pizza is good.
Nice.
I have to choose between 3 sightseeing books. Nice. 21 pages. Starting The Familiar and watching Schitt's Creek. That sounds like a wonderful evening. Just finished The Spirit Level. Ew, David. Too many options. That's fair. Reading The Spirit Bears Its Teeth. 40% in. Very nice. Reading the Magician's Nephew. Hello. Heather. No, sorry, I just do that.
I can just like picture them like yelling out windows at each other with that the way that's typed.
Starting my second sightseeing book for Team of Romance.
Nice.
Sightseeing is like once you get to the city, once you do the prompt for the city, if you're waiting, then you can, there's a bunch of extra prompts.
Yep.
Waiting on a Frosty. Important thing. Finished making a taco bowl for dinner. Oh, that sounds good.
So good.
Sounds good.
Sounds amazing.
Went to the library again yesterday. Got more books.
I was at my library today, and it was 2 new librarians who didn't know me. So like, it took her a minute to find my shelf.
You're like, I have that whole big shelf over there.
I was like, I could see her being like, okay, where? I was like, is this on the second shelf? I'm always on the second shelf. I have a librarian that she sees me walk in the door and she turns around to grab my book.
Just grabs your stuff. There you go.
They're at the counter waiting.
Love it. Going to read Wild Love. Not loving it. That's okay. You know, I mean, DNF is self-care unless you need it. Yeah, Team Gen Fic. Old man was like, that's a lot of reading options. That was only 10 books. That's not even that many. Like, you should see my own library.
I grabbed a bunch of manga.
Bree's just looking at all the shelves at the Toronto Library. Listen, I'm at the zoo with all the red pandas.
Oh, you're with Aoife?
Yes, me and Aoife. We got the red pandas. Have you decided what you're going to do for those who read all of the sightseeing prompts? I do know what I'm going to do. And I'm not telling anybody yet. Put in a hold today for a queer Palestinian author. Nice. Oh, all right. We have made it to the end of the comments. Let me pull up the timer.
Y'all just type so fast.
Well, yeah. They all decided that we were going to bark right when we were supposed to be doing this. But anyways, I will see you all in 45 minutes. Okay, bye. I'm going to go put comfy pants on.
now boarding flight AMZ 105 to Toronto.
You're on mute. You have the mute on.
I hit it twice.
That's okay. I started my sprint on mute the other day and spoke for about 2 minutes until I noticed.
Oh no.
And then I left the StreamYard before ending the stream to finish the entire chaos that was my sprint. It was great.
I have definitely done that. Or I haven't done that. I've been on the receiving end of that where someone did that while I was a guest. And
Thankfully,
I was like, Brittany, come back.
thankfully I noticed like straight away.
Or maybe it was you. Yeah.
I it's happened a couple of times. One of them was because my internet went out, and like you and Cal were like, "Well, I guess we're gonna keep talking," and she'll be back when she's back. But I do believe I was on a live show where I did that to you. I can't say if it's happened to you on other channels.
It's
I just know it's happened to you on mine.
I've been here long enough. It's fine. I did put comfy pants on during the sprint. I did finally catch up on the 2 hours ish of Discord that I missed. It's gotten to the point where like I just like scroll through the chat. I don't like actually read everything. I'm like, are there any fires? Okay, we're good.
I keep up with the mod chat to see if there's anything I need to address. I keep up with the host chat. I keep up with the producer chat, and then whatever team I'm on, and if I have extra time, I will check out general chat, but I mostly avoid it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, if you want me to see something
I don't go there much either.
If you need me in general chat, you have to at me. Otherwise, I will not see
No,
it.
we'll not see it. Yeah.
Occasionally, when I want to giggle, I'll peek at theories. But
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
yeah.
fun.
stay out of there for the
Those are
most
fun.
part.
And then Derek got home, so I was talking to him for a little while. So
Hey,
not as a productive sprint as I could have been, but it's fine. I needed to decompress from work.
very nice.
That's fair.
How did you guys do?
I finished my first sightseeing book for this leg.
Nice.
So there's that. And then I specifically grabbed this for this prompt too.
Nice.
Then I went downstairs and I watched some booktube while I like prepped for dinner. So I'll throw dinner on and start cooking tomorrow. Tomorrow in the next sprint. I'm not eating today, guys. That's what's happening. No
As
dinner
opposed to normally when you forget breakfast until 4 p.m.
Right.
I definitely didn't do that today.
I feel like you should like set a timer, like an alarm. Like go.
I really need to. I need to start doing my morning routine because I'm like really good about it when I'm actually doing my morning routine. I just haven't.
Same.
Mhm.
So.
I have reminders to drink water, but I know to eat. Like eating is fine. Drinking water is bad. So I have reminders for water.
If I don't at least do a protein shake,
Yeah.
with the medication that I'm on, you will find me on the floor in about 2 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a good time.
Yeah, no, I quite often forget about food until I'm hungry, and like it's like I don't slowly get hungry most of the time. It's like, boom, you're starving, you're gonna die, and I'm like, come on, you couldn't have like started this slowly
A little bit.
4 hours ago.
No.
Yeah. So I had success.
How'd you do?
I finished a book. I started working on my review for said book. I ate some salad because we're having salad, pasta, and bread for dinner, but the bread part was not done. So I was like, I'll just eat some salad, and then during the next sprint, I'll get pasta and bread.
There you go.
Entree salad.
And I watched some YouTube videos while I was eating salad.
Nice. Are you like me? I can't read while, even if it's an audiobook, I can't read while I'm eating. I can like watch a YouTube video or watch TikTok, but I just like don't want to read while I'm eating.
I like to watch videos of people cooking while I eat.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why that is, but I like will say there's like specific people that I like follow that are like food content creators, and I will watch those while I eat.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. Why.
Also, I apologize, but my youngest 2 forepaws are being very loud tonight.
Mhm.
I do read while I eat. Not as often anymore because I have YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But like,
I've just kind of made it because I usually like if I'm eating on sprints, that's like, okay, that's like my little like 15-minute break and I'll like watch TikTok or whatever. Crystal?
I specifically bought a book weight to be able to weigh down my books so that I could read my physical books while eating. And I think I've used it like 4 times, and then it got put in my D&D bag for some reason, and then I just like forgot it existed. And then yesterday Adeline was just wandering around with this like giant thing, and I was like, what have you got? And I was like, oh my god, it's my book weight. I should start reading and eating again.
I will take that.
there are worse things for her to be wandering around with, so
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't a pair of scissors. I'm an okay mom.
Yeah,
it's fine.
There you go. Are you reading today?
I will be reading today. I have some jobs to apply for first because things happened.
Because your job was like, if you didn't need any more chaos, here you go.
Yeah, it's like, well, who needs to have a job during Amazing Readathon? It's better to not have fun.
Overrated, honestly.
But it was really good because I had a meeting with my manager this morning, and she's like, you know what, take the day off. And I was like, oh, I will. I will
You're like, oh, I
and
will.
read and apply for jobs and have the day.
You're like,
So,
I mean, I was going to do these things while on the clock anyways, but
Yeah.
thank you for the permission.
legitimately how I felt. I was like, now I don't have to feel guilty about
I bet
doing
she's so
this.
pissed right now too. Because she's the only one that's staying, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She
So
probably feels terrible.
The thing is, like, someone was just at my door, but it's not actually someone. I've been reading too many ghost stories.
I would say Crystal's really taking Team Spooky to a whole new level.
We got to get her off. Get her somewhere
I need
cozier.
your abandoned ship.
No more thrillers.
I don't even remember what I was saying, but yes, I will be reading today. It'll just be after I do the essential job applying things, probably this next sprint, and then I'll read after that. But
yeah,
I have no idea what I'm going to be reading because I have so many options. Like that entire shelf down there is just library books full of possibilities.
I think doing having the pre-made sightseeing prompts is great because a lot of people were able to plan a little bit better. But at the same time, you look at the possibility of 50 books and you're like, that is a lot of options.
Very much so. And then I went back yesterday and got more options. They seem more exciting. And then there was a book sale going on too. So I got more options on top of my options that are now my books too. And it was just like, this is a cycle.
I just got a whole bunch of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Because I should continue reading that series. And I have like 4, 5, and 6 coming in on hold, but my library didn't have them. I was like, well, they have 7 through 9. I'll take those.
I'll take that. You might be able to find them electronically.
Potentially, yeah.
Didn't read last sprint. That's okay.
Oh, nice.
Watched some of Gavin's video. Oh, did he put out a new video? I've been so behind on BookTube recently because of okay.
I think he put out his June TBR yesterday. If I'm thinking of the video that's his recent one. I love
loving Camp Damascus.
I don't watch him as often as I should, but I love his energy.
Yeah. 40 pages left. Nice. Finally caught up for Green Rider. Nice. Talked to my mom. Important. Finished for sightseeing. No reading that sprint. That's okay. You know, life also happens. See, many interruptions. I feel like that the first sprint for these evening sprints are always like wind down, get everything like set and ready to go, and then you can read. So
yeah,
I feel you. I was also doing that. 20% into A Wizard Guide to Defensive Baking. I am intrigued by this book. I don't think it's going to be a me book because it's middle grade fantasy. It's going to be super whimsy. But that cover is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's like Angry Gingerbread Man.
I have it to read this month. Whenever I get to be on fantasy.
Finished sightseeing book 5. Look at Zoe go. A little bit past halfway through Caraval. Nice. Going for less than 1,000 ratings. Sightseeing prompt. Very nice. Made it to 94% in the book. I'm ready for it to be over. Is this a Spiffbo book?
No,
because I want to know which one. I have a very large dog.
And however big you think Doyle is, he is
He's
bigger in person.
His paw is almost the size of my face.
Like, he was big enough. If dogs had the correct back spine structure, I could have ridden him.
He's about 140 pounds.
Wow.
Altogether, we have about 600 pounds of dog.
Yeah, I had him one time, and like I was bracing myself against the door because he was trying to
Mhm.
Yeah, if he wants to go somewhere, he is gonna go there.
He's gonna go there, and I'm like, sir, you have more strength than I have.
Does Merlin want the attention all the time, or just during the chatty bits?
She's right here.
What is...
I want to find a book that has 999 Goodreads reviews, so I can be the 1,000th.
You can be the 1,000.
prompt. Like, but I guarantee if I find one, it'll end up at 1,000 before I finish it, just to like spite me.
Yeah, of course. So you need to like sit at the like 992 range, and then you can just like hold off on your review until it hits 999.
You just don't look at it until you finished reading it, because like that can change at any time. That's
I'm so excited, Heather. I'm so glad that you love this book. It drags you in so quickly and so good. Read a chapter. Didn't read, but I put my laundry away. Very nice. Hello. So we've learned that we can plot a revolution in the journal chat. Fantastic. Love that that's a thing. Let's just sprint. I did kitchen chores. Nice. Ready to sit down and read. See, we got this. 95% through pecking around for my over 500-page sightseeing. Nice. All Brie would have to do is say something cryptic on Discord, then leave. It's true.
Peace.
It's true. I don't think I said anything unless I was like responding to somebody.
I mean, the other thing you have to keep in mind is the 4 people on the screen, we have to, like, we can see everything, and like the hosts are the ones that typically tend to keep things in line in the general chat.
This is true. Yeah.
So Brianna has minions that report back.
All the ones in yellow.
One's in yellow, Aoife.
The people that have time.
Right. Got through 2 chapters of How High We'd Go in the Dark. I'm hoping to pick this one up because it sounds so good. 67% into Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. Nice. Had a bariatric procedure a few months ago, and I'm still adjusting the hunger cues. Yeah, same.
It wasn't an issue when I was working because I had a set schedule, and like my lunch was the thing that I looked forward to the most during my workday. Besides,
well, it's like even if I'm not hungry during lunch, I still take a break because like it's just like it helps my brain be like, this is the morning things and this is the afternoon thing.
And like I'm not someone who needs breakfast until about 10 a.m. I would eat it before work because I did better.
Yeah.
Emotionally, but like typically I'm not hungry until about 10.
Mm-hmm. But I also don't want to be at work until 10.
Also true.
10 a.m.
Yeah, like why do we have to be there so early?
You know what? I don't know why I had to be there so early. I could have.
Yeah. The Theories is my favorite channel, just to like go in and eyeball emoji random things. And then people are like, oh my gosh, that's true because she said something. I'm like, wait, I'm eyeball emojiing everything.
I've been avoiding eyeball emojiing stuff because I'm like, I fear I will give something away.
It's fair.
I'm like eyeball central. I just eyeball stuff at real. I haven't even read the message sometime, and I'll just eyeball it.
It's like my 3rd most used emoji at this point.
You get an eyeball.
You get an eyeball.
Mine's the clown face, so
I will eventually.
I use
Spinner wheel is a good idea.
Yes.
Running into the point of, but should I save this book for city prompts? That's fair. Indecisive.
I do that with the sightseeing ones.
Yeah. Gavin, it's swapping screen time. Gotcha.
Yeah, that came up earlier today.
I would be screwed because Discord.
Right.
Like 90% of the time I'm checking in on my screen. So if I did that the month after June, I'd be fucked.
Right. Could do the one for like notifications, and then it would be like 1,500. You have to read 1,500 pages.
I barely read 1,500 pages in a month.
Right.
Like a day.
Finish my sightseeing book. Nice. Finish my book. 412 pages into The Will of the Many. Very nice. Halfway through The Tainted Cup. I've heard good things about this one. 67% of Blood and Steel. Working through the reunion and coloring. Just trying to relax. I don't know where he went. But he'll be around. And he's on my vlogs. 36% into my sightseeing book.
Isn't he also in your header? Or is that your Patreon?
I don't know. I think so, yeah. I mean, like the drawing of it.
Wait, I'm literally on your channel. I can look.
Right.
He is not. That's right, because you have the books and the butterflies for your pet now.
That's right. Still haven't finished my first book yet. That's okay. That is okay. Start checking general chat more. Apparently there's a revolution happening. Starting the Glorious Purpose painting tomorrow after work. Nice. Have Wednesday through Friday off. That's exciting.
Nice.
50 pages. Handled some work stuff. It is the best emoji. Oh, the shrugging one is too. And also the Loki one that Sherry made for me. I just realized these are all producers. It was actually like, this is an accident. We did not do this.
This wasn't planned.
It was not planned.
I mean, unless it was planned.
Unless it was planned.
None of it is accidental.
I specifically lost my job yesterday so I could be here.
Discord and audiobook. I have done that, like swapping your screen time thing, and I thought about doing it again. I was gonna do it in April or like first week of May before the amazing Discord went live, and even then it was like 8 hours of screen time because I'm like I use it for YouTube sometimes. I use it for some reason, even though it's plugged into my car, I get tagged as like screen time for Google Maps, which is 2 hours a day.
I feel like
social.
What's the word? What's the utility kind of apps that those kind of like I wouldn't count those for me. I wouldn't count those screen time. No.
Like but then Mel did one where it was like you had to read as many pages as pickups as like how many times you picked up the phone. And I was like, that's smart. Genius. And I think I might try to do that in July after it resets.
I don't think my phone tells me that.
I think mine does. An iPhone.
I'm curious now.
Using all the reading to help reduce my TV watching. Nice.
I know mine does because it's called me out before.
Where are the Among Us emojis when you need them? Right? Just nothing. Master plan has been set in place so she can draw the prompt to make us all go crazy.
I guess it does say
I have told so many of y'all. Do you understand so when I dropped the prompt on Friday, I had to leave Discord for about an hour and a half, like exit out of it, close out notifications because it got so overwhelming. So you think I'm going to do that with 260 of you in the chat as well? I have anxiety.
Anxiety.
Not to mention, a lot of the helpers are asleep right now. Like, this is not a good time, people. Not a good time. She ain't that chaotic.
On that note, should we do another sprint?
Yes, I would like food things.
Me too. So expect the next job at 4 a.m. Yes, I can schedule.
You get up that
early. This is also such a mood. All right, I'm gonna go eat food, and I will see you in 45 minutes.
Now boarding flight AMZ 643 to Buenos Aires. You're muted.
Hello, welcome back. I'm glad I was muted because both timers went off at the same time, and we were
in Toronto too.
We were both places.
There are some people still in Toronto. No, I'm just kidding.
I had a wonderful, just calm sprint. 45 minutes of nothing that could have happened.
No chaos at all.
No chaos at all.
God, why is the chat going crazy? That's so weird.
Who knows? Who knows?
Leg grip, shit. Ow.
Kristen needs to drink more water.
Is this what you get for lying to people, Crystal?
I didn't lie. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. No, I was crossing my legs and taking a sip of coffee as my cramp started. So yes, I do need to drink more water.
Maybe have a banana.
Yeah, that too.
Anyways, that was a fun 45 minutes.
I got nothing done. I was in Discord the entire time. And it's still going.
Here's the thing, guys. Don't trust me. Don't ever trust me.
No, this is so funny because I was so busy like waiting for this to happen that I started making the complete wrong recipe. I'm like, I'm supposed to put the zucchini in the oven and let that bake while I cook the sausage, and I put the zucchini in the saucepan, and then was like, fuck, what do I do with the sausage now? But I'd already started the onions, and the zucchini and the onions were mixed together, so I couldn't put it back in. Like, I couldn't undo.
We're like, I guess we're making this tonight.
I was like, we're just
were here last year when we did this on sprints. You should have known it was gonna happen.
We did it so late in the year, though, I think, or the month, though, last year. I think we did it much later.
I think it was, yeah.
So just imagine what you guys have in store for this year. If we're starting
Why would I do it on sprints? We have anxiety.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We just thought you could join us in this anxious life.
Exactly.
Why should we be the only ones suffering?
Anyways, so welcome. We are now on our way to Buenos Aires, Argentina. Obviously, if you are still working on your travel book for Toronto, that is okay. Still work on it, still finish it. Your points are still going towards the final total, so that is okay.
The only people that have to worry about being done by the time the leg drop changes are on the screen right now. And there's two.
And
more.
The other two.
Yeah, Shay and Neva, the four of us. We're the only ones. You guys keep just read at your own pace. You're still helping your team.
Yeah.
I read 75% of a 500-page book today.
You did. I was like messaging Jess. I was like, hey, when are you gonna be done? You gonna be done by my sprints?
And I said most likely, and I had like 10 minutes left. Oh, crushed it.
Anyways, joined just in time. Thankfully, the book I'm in the middle of fits the prompt. Perfect. If you were reading a book, if you were reading a sightseeing book, obviously, if you were reading a book for Toronto, you have to use it for Toronto. You can't skip. But if you were sightseeing and that book fits this prompt, great. Perfect. Hello, coming in from Vanessa's sprints. Had to put the kiddos to bed. That's, we gotta adult sometimes. On to Laura Olympus number 6. I went outside, watered my plants, I got dinner, and came back to chaos. You're welcome. You knew it was happening too. Why'd you go water your plants?
Because if I had waited, it'd have been dark.
Fair enough.
I mean,
But dark watering your plants is just as fun.
I'm over here trying to be productive. Yep, I derailed that. Yep, absolutely.
I literally got 0 jobs applied for in that sprint. 0. I literally opened one ad and then it was like chaos. And I was like, well, who needs a job? This is my job.
You also knew this was coming.
I know, but I was like, I'll get one applied for before the chaos starts. No.
That's why I prepped the food before. Because I was like, if I'm having to, like, I can cook and text at the same time, but if I'm having to chop things and pay attention to Discord, not happening.
Completely forgot a sprint was happening. Yep. Don't worry. I also was like, oh yeah, I only have 3 minutes left of the sprint. I need to get off of Discord.
So the funny thing is I've been on sprints so often these last 3 days that like I was sitting in the office going, oh wait, I need to check the sprint timer, make sure I'm not late.
The funny thing is that like with normal timers, like it on the tab, it basically counts down so you can see it. But obviously because this is a YouTube video, you can't see it. And so then I have to like actually have the sprint timer pulled up. Book secured and started. Nice. Video drop. Not a single page read since. That's fair. I decided to have dinner for 20 minutes. Yep, Margaret is one of you guys now. Everybody swapped.
I am. And I feel like I'm starting to feel like this is personal because this is the second prompt in a row that I can't use for my Stephen Graham Jones book.
I know. I remember when in your spooky, in your TBR or your like pile of possibilities or whatever, and you were like, "This one is the first one I'm going to read," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
Like this feels personal now.
No, it's not.
I have certain holds that are due to run out like near the mid to end of month, and I'm like, I ain't gonna get to these. This bitch ain't gonna put me on the right team.
Like I might as well just reset them now. Also, thank you. It's chaos up here. This is what happens when you have someone that has ADHD make a readathon.
Well, here's the thing: is that like, because of the pressure, you're going to submit right away.
Exactly. Forgot we were sprinting. Ooh, the X-Hex. That's a fun one. Didn't read a page. You know, it's fine. None of us did. You're good. Okay. You know, here's the thing. You guys, all day long, we're like, when's the new prompt gonna drop? I'm patiently waiting. Not very patiently. I'm waiting for the new prompt. When's the prompt gonna drop? And then now y'all are mad when we drop a prompt.
Careful what you wish for.
It happens every time.
I'm just saying.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Crystal's leg cramp is the physical representation of the Discord.
Legitimately.
Entered the sprint, saw the new timer, went, I'll be back.
Also, I would like it noted that I am going to sleep with one eye open tonight because the entire spooky chat is going to come and kill me in my sleep.
Potentially.
Listen, drop into the fantasy chat for about 5 minutes.
I don't mean to abandon you guys. It's not my choice that I swap teams.
You're
gonna like, don't leave us. And I'm like, it's not my choice.
What was it? Like halfway through yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm getting attached to this chat.
I know. I keep going to look at the spooky chat because I'm in habit, and then I'm like, wait, I'm not one of them anymore.
I got a weeks.
It's going to be a very confusing couple of weeks. Next thing you know, I'll drop like some message about fantasy in the spooky chat, and they'll be like, why? She doesn't belong here.
You don't belong. You need to go back and change your name again. Gave up on Discord. That's fair. After that chaotic plot twist, I stopped the sightseeing book and frantically searched for a new book. That's the most fun part. Also, the most chaotic part about the new prompt drops. Just be glad you weren't here last year for anybody who is new, because last year we didn't have separate prompts. You just repeated the city prompts again, and so you ended up with a lot of half-finished books at the end of the month.
I remember that Brittany did a finishing all my half-finished amazing readathon books.
Yep.
I mean, I've got 2 sitting over there that there may be a vlog. There may be a vlog doing exactly that.
There you go. Might need therapy after this readathon.
This readathon is therapy. What are you talking about?
It is.
It's called shock therapy.
I feel like people need to understand.
I saw you had sprints today and then it's going down then. It's fair. I should have waited until the end of the sprints, but I also knew that this one would have, like, because it's like the first new prompt, there would be a lot of questions, and I didn't want to stay up until 1 a.m. answering questions, so I figured I'd do it early.
Valid.
And there was a lot of people that thought you were going to do it at the end of sprints.
Yeah, maybe next time. Y'all are the one that called me Loki. Okay, I did not bestow that nickname upon myself.
Oh, you totally brought it on yourself last year.
I
There was no other name you could have
I did not give myself the nickname.
No, but there was no other name we could have given you.
That's fair.
Like,
That's
to
fair.
be fair.
Margaret said Brie wouldn't do it now because it was a bad time, and then I was like, well, I am gonna go heat up my leftovers first, but then I will do it. Your Toronto book works for the next city. Oh no. maybe the book that you're reading has a sequel that will work for the next city. There you go. I'm going to read the last sprint, but now I'm furiously flipping through all my spooky books. I know that Leandra posted like a big thing in the chat, in the spooky chat, of a bunch of dual POV like thrillers and horrors. So Leandra is the mastermind there. Chose role playing to read for this new leg. Nice. Finished Toronto book. Trying to decide my next one. Hello. Saw sprints were happening. Figured I'd hop on. Now I'm realizing I apparently need to go check Discord. Yeah, you might want to go do that.
Also, one tip that I will give for reading prompts that are dropped through the month is if you're looking to see if a book specifically fits that prompt, you just literally put the title and then like the key thing, and then there'll be reviews or something that'll tell you if it is or not. So like
Google is your friend.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you there's like multiple Goodreads list for this prompt.
The problem is a lot of them are romance based, we're noticing. So
oh no.
For any gen fickers or non-romance people, just put your title and then your POV, and it'll tell you if it is or not. That's how I've been answering you the entire time in Discord, is I've just been using Google.
There you go.
I haven't read every single book you're dropping. I'm not that good.
Crystal's so great. Just finished the sightseeing book. Looked over, saw the timer chains. Very nice. Very nice. The book I'm reading right now is a sightseeing, but doesn't fit the new prompt. Bummer. So here's what you can do. You can do one of two things. I put this in the announcements yesterday to this morning. I don't remember.
Yesterday.
One of those times. Where you can do one of two things with this current sightseeing book. If it doesn't fit the prompt, you can continue reading it for the sightseeing. You just can't submit it until after you've read Buenos Aires's prompt. You can, but if you're not the type of person that can put down a book halfway through, that's an option. Or you put it down, you read for Buenos Aires, and then you pick it back up, and then you're like really close to getting another sightseeing done. Current arc fits, so it's amazing. Nice. 20 pages of awareness already done. Look at that.
Damn.
So one person read.
1 out of 1,400 of us read.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm waiting for Team Spooky to decide which book I get to read.
Oh.
I have audiobooks for both of them.
Fun.
I was going to give Team Romance the choice like I did Team Fantasy, but there was like some chat going on about a specific book, and I was like, do you want to vote on a book, or do you just want me to read that one with the rest of you? And they were like, read the one we're reading, and I'm like, cool.
Oh, so you're gonna also be reading role playing?
Yes, we're group reading role playing now.
Yes, I also got invited to that, and I said, well, I read it last year, but have so much fun.
The whole team was just like all the way through, and I was like, that was one that I was going to put in to vote for. So
that's fine.
Like, do you want to vote, or do you just want to pick the book? Like,
yeah,
there you go.
Whichever Tina I end up on, I get them to vote on my sightseeing book.
Yeah,
that way, like I give them like a 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. There's an emoji next to it. They don't know what point it is, and be like, vote. And that way, it's fair, and I'm not specifically choosing how much points I'm giving to each team. That way, it's their control, not mine.
Yeah, all of the producers are doing it differently. Some are doing, like, I know Shay's doing a spinner wheel. The way that I'm doing them is I start at 500 and then I'm working my way down. And then when I come back to the team, because I'll read for the team twice. So, like, for example, I only read for the last team, I read my city prompt and a 500 point one. And so then when I get back to fantasy, I'll start and do a 400 prompt and work my way down. There's a lot of you there. There's a lot of you.
God bless you guys in fantasy.
So happy to not be in that chat right
You're
now.
like, peace out.
Peace. Love you guys. See you later.
I'm on fantasy, gave up trying to read the press. Once a ghost producer, always say, the answers are super nice for somebody who, may not have helped you.
My first thing when I got in was Lexi going, I don't know that I trust you. And the
problem I'm having right now with all these mystery prompts is nearly all of my physical books are in moving boxes. Oh no.
Nice.
That's a bummer. Currently reading list was just a graveyard of random things. It was. There were a lot of vlogs the next month that were like finishing all of the books that Brie made me put down in the middle of the month.
It really was just that.
If you're looking up dual POVs on Book Talk, that's a good option. And then you have a Book Talk recommendation for your next sightseeing prompt.
If your team's spooky, I know at least one of the books on my recommendations list, which is Black Rabbit Hall, is dual POV. That's by Eva Chase. So if you like kind of more gothic house mystery stuff, that might be a good one. Anything with like a dual timeline typically is pretty good for that because you'll have one person in one timeline and one person in another.
No reading, my dinner. Nice. I haven't read this one yet, so I don't know. Wait, Crystal would know this.
I have the arc. Let me open it up and find out.
Wait, did you not read this?
No, I got it ready to do for
That's right.
Susie.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh no, it was Kristen. Kristen has read this. So if you ask her in the team chat, she would be able to know because I know she really liked it. Reading Never Lie. Nice. Oh no, City Prompt fits the book that I'm reading for Toronto. Maybe there's a sequel that will also work. Yeah, it wasn't easy for actually, like the books that I was picking, I kept picking up ones that like either it wasn't obvious it was dual POV, like through a quick glance through it, because I was looking this afternoon after I figured out which team I was going to be on, or it was more than two POVs because I read a lot of dark romance. Book I'm currently reading fits the next prompt, but it's not in my team genre, so I'm going to pick something else. Yep, extra points is always good. Sightseeing prompt fit into the very last chapter. Oh no. Welcome. Glad you were able to come here. I can start reading a book. Yes, as long as you had already finished Toronto's book, you can start reading for Buenos Aires. The leg 2 has started.
Evocation does work. It follows David and Reese, 2 POVs.
Perfect.
I can't spell Buenos
Margaret's
Aires.
not in team fiction this time, but you maybe could ask Crystal to read it with you.
If I have it, I will do it. But my plan was to read this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I have to read a 50% yellow book for Pick Pong. So
there you
I figured this is the chance. Because I was going to do yellow face. But obviously it's not multiple POV. So I found something else that is also yellow.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be on the team, on Fiction's team the week, or the one that, well, actually, you could read Yellowface.
Well, I need to read it anyways because it's on my Pick Pong TBR, but I have given myself the rule that I can swap things out as long as it still fills the prompt. So technically I'll still fill it if I fill this, but like the like non-rule breaker in me wants to read what I actually put on the list.
That's fair. But just know that you are going to be on that team the time that there's a Yellowface buddy read in that chat.
Our Wives Under the Sea is listed as horror, by the way. So it would count if you're into spooky.
Oh, is it horror? I thought that was being recommended in fiction. So
yeah, it's horror fiction, and reading it's about a deep sea mission gone wrong.
Oh.
Anyways, my plum is cold, so I'm just gonna mute myself and listen to the voicemail. Sorry.
There you go. Starting Winter's Orbit. This is a good one. By the way, this is a good one. Ate dinner, fell into Discord chaos. Nice. Evocation has 3 POVs because Moira has one. That's also possible. Evocation has 3 POVs. So sorry. Started We Don't Swim Here as a sightseeing book, but luckily it has dual POV, so that works out. Horror thriller for anyone on Team Spooky. That also sounds like a terrifying title. Bless you. All right. Well, I think the Discord must be going crazy because we didn't have a ton of comments. They must have been like, actually, never mind. We are just gonna stay here.
Don't worry, I'm hanging
My
out.
wife's into this is a literary horror, so less extreme can be both general fiction and horror. Very speculative. Good to know.
Yeah, I got that vibe from the what's the word? The summary.
Synopsis? Oh,
yeah. Synopsis. That's what the word is.
Good job. All right, let me reset the timer.
Nice.
Oh, it's not at the same spot because it's a longer timer.
Yeah, there are different spots now.
I know. I'm like always used to like hitting it right at the one spot. Oh, there you go. Fantasy team has a chat spreadsheet going. Nice.
It's a good plan for that team.
It is.
Mhm.
It is a good plan for that team. I'm loving that the romance team chat is living up to her name. It has super chill vibes.
It's very chill in there.
It is chill. It's because your hosts are pretty chill.
You guys are gonna have to tell me how the role-playing buddy read goes. I'm so sad I'm missing that.
You're like, but actually you're the one that started it.
I am. Every year I start a cult. Oh, that's such a good book.
It was a very quick zoo trip. All right. Well, we are going to do another sprint. I don't know. This might be the last. I think this is going to probably be the last sprint. So let me bring back the chat or the timer, and I'll see you in 45 minutes and 13 seconds because that's where the timer was.
Now boarding flight AMZ 643 to Buenos Aires.
Hello, welcome back. I did pick my book. Well, my patrons picked my book. I think it's hilarious because I gave them how many points it would be for the team. And with like an overwhelming 80% majority, because I didn't tell them what team I was going to be on, 80% majority, they picked the middle option. I was like, y'all aren't risking anything.
No one trusts anyone anymore.
I went for the highest option.
I would have preferred that one.
Me too.
That's the one I wanted to read.
You would have preferred the highest option?
That one, the highest option was Here We Go Again, which I'll probably still read as a sightseeing book because I can do it for the car, plane, or train. But I'm reading Technically Yours by Denise Williams.
Ooh, tell me if it's good.
So I've heard mixed things, so I'm worried about it. But I've loved one of her books, and I haven't liked another one. So like, this is like a nice way to like, do I want to read more from her? And also, she's gonna get steamy lit. So
yeah, that's why Jen DeLuca made it on my, what the fuck is the word? My TBR.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to read books by some of those authors. So, oh my god, that's so close.
I know.
I was like, yeah, I don't have 2 months between when this ends and the next one begins.
No. How did y'all spread though?
I worked on a video. I'm not saying what videos I'm working on because that would give away things potentially. So I worked on a video. And then Whispering Dark is the one that won my poll. So, which it's the longer book, honestly. So I probably will save Our Wives Under the Sea for sightseeing if I use it.
Okay.
For this round, but yeah.
Or you could also like save it for when you're on historical too.
Yeah. So because I'm So that should be.
What'd y'all do? Or how'd y'all do?
I updated the FAQ document a lot and moved off in Discord and finished writing my review for Daughter of No Worlds and updated one of my trackers.
Wait, what did you give Daughter of No Worlds? I forgot to ask you.
3.75.
Okay, I'll take it.
Which is fair considering it like 40%, and I was like, I really don't care if I finish this book or not.
Yeah. I feel like that book starts off slow, and then by the end of it, you're like, wait, but what happened?
Well, why is it over? Yeah, by the end, you're like,
why is it over?
Why is it over now? I need to know more. But yeah, the first 40% was just like, I'm here. It's fine.
The only reason I liked the beginning of it, like why it hooked me so quickly, is because the magic system has butterflies in it, and I have a thing for butterflies.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's fun. You and Taylor Swift.
It came from Brazil, and that was a thing in Brazil, and that's why they were a part of my wedding.
Aww.
Crystal, what did you do? Did you pick your book?
I picked a book, which is If You Want to Make God Laugh by Bianca Marais. I didn't read a single page of it, but I did apply for 3 jobs. And my electrician neighbor came and finally repaired the light switch in Adeline's room because it snapped off, so we couldn't like turn it on or off for like almost 3 weeks. And I was like, oh, I'll just cover it with tape and like try and find an electrician. And then my next door neighbor, who's a police officer, also happened to be an ex-electrician and was like, I can help you out. And I can
help you. Nice.
Nice. You can help me in more ways than one, because if there's a crime, you're here. If there's an electrical fault, you're here.
Nice.
And so I was like, yeah, can you come help? And so he showed up in that sprint. So that's why I turned my camera off, because I don't think he would have felt comfortable walking through my front door being on camera.
That's fair.
So he fixed that. And then, I applied for some jobs, and that's about it.
Nice. Jess, did you pick a book for the next leg, or are you doing another? Oh no, you're doing role playing. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I want all your thoughts. Every thought you have.
Every
Every
thought.
thought. You know,
I want you to text me like I've been texting Aoife for 7-year slip. It's mostly all capital letters.
Finish my sightseeing book that I have to wait to submit. Have my prompt book chosen for tomorrow. Now I have to find my next sightseeing book. You're like planned out. Toronto book finished. Now I'm off to team fantasy spreadsheet. Yes, there's a pretty. I know like the spreadsheet that is being made is not like official. So once you pick a book, like double check, make sure that it's true, because there are a few that I think were not actually fitting the prompt. So just like double check. But if you're in good faith, and there's a couple of people that ask this, like if it's in good faith and you're like, okay, this looks like it's dual POV, and then like the epilogue pops off with a new POV, like it's okay, you can still count it.
Also, like if
Daughter
you
of No Worlds was like that. It was
Yes.
2 point of views the entire book, and then the epilogue, one part of the epilogue is a different point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even the whole
That's just
epilogue.
because in the sequel to it, it introduces like the third POV is in the second book.
Yeah. And like text at the top at the beginning of a chapter it's not a point of view. Like if you have a text excerpt from like a newspaper, a book.
Oh yeah.
That's
like,
not a point of view.
Yeah, like there's like one that's like a podcast, like that wouldn't be considered another point of view.
Because somebody brought it up in regards to the Bridgerton books.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, and that's something the characters are reading as we go. It's not a point of view.
Yeah. Listen, we're all
Not
about with the require prompts specifically, like use your best judgment and like just, be nice about it. And
I'm not gonna lie, there are people in the romance chat that seem to be confused about dual point of view and third person.
Yeah, well, that's because romance has a lot of first person point of views, and a lot of romances tend to be first person.
They seem real confused. Can I read a book that's in third person? Does it have 2 point of views?
It's harder to tell sometimes with third person because when I was like trying to do it, because I knew I was going to be on romance, so I was just trying to find, because I had like 20 minutes to film this vlog clip, and I was like, I have to pick 3 books for this so that I can send the Patreon poll. I was like just looking for chapter headers, and I was like, if it doesn't have one, okay, it might be dual POV, but I'm not going to worry.
That's true. If it doesn't have the chapter header of like who's
if the chapter, like so all 3 of the ones that I chose all had chapter headers, and I was like, this is going to work.
Her last book had 2 points of view, so I just flipped through to make sure that the guy had a point of view and there wasn't anybody weird in there. So
yeah,
if there's a random person at the end, you know what? I've been bamboozled.
Okay. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, sorry, the epilogue had a third POV. You gotta start a new book. Like I'm not gonna be like that.
Yeah. I put it in the FAQ. It's okay if you in good faith thought it had 2 point of views. You looked, you did your homework. Nobody's going to read the epilogue to find out if there's a third point of view in there, because then why would you read the book? You know the end. So it's fair.
Just don't count the epilogue.
Yes,
if it really bothers you, just don't count the epilogue. Just count all of the pages up to there.
No, it's fine. You can count.
Yeah, it's
already got to 11% in the second travel book. Please, 304 in Baybound. We'll hit Toronto and then immediately catch the train to Buenos Aires. I think it's a ship this time, but yes,
it is.
Good job.
I'm looking at it right now.
10% into role playing. Nice. Took me forever to pick a book. I feel like this one, like it's a pretty straightforward prompt. It just takes a little bit of research.
Yeah.
5% into role playing. Made a smoothie. Read 30 pages. Nice. 12% into my audiobook. Actually filmed a decent amount of only for the week. Read a decent amount for only. Oh, it's too late. I can't do comments anymore. We're done. We're done. My brain has left the building. Just joined during the last sprint. Wanted to tell Crystal that I finished A Deadly Education and loved it. Yes.
That makes both Bree and I very happy, because I only read it because of Bree, and
And now you're gonna read Delilah Green? Love this. Love this. You are on just a trajectory of greatness. Also, if you wanted to continue after you read Delilah and read Astrid, that counts for name in the title and a book I gave 5 stars, and probably a lot of other things, but definitely those 2. Just started Troublemaker, a middle grade book for sightseeing. Nice. 72%. Remember that you can't submit a sightseeing book until after you've read the book for Buenos Aires. Just a heads up. Got 0% into tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Good job. You picked a book. That is half the battle.
Yeah.
57% of Legends and Lattes. Nice. 8% of role playing. 45 pages into Slaying the Shadow Prince. Yes. Making good progress in A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Nice. Forgot I had the tab open.
So, okay, funny story.
Every time.
I had everything up on my iPad so I could watch while I was cooking and still like watch stuff on my phone and have the Discord up. And so I just closed my iPad like in the case and like put it on the stairs. And then we started talking and my mom came up and she's like, hey, it's talking.
Oh, because you have premium, so it'll still play when it's
still play when it's down.
My phone does that too. If I'm in the kitchen on my phone watching something and then like I'll forget my phone's in there and I'll like bring my food in and start eating and mom will walk in and be like, your phone's talking.
So I did that. I left sprints. I completely forgot I was watching sprints in here. And then like I left to go run errands. And then Derek calls me and he goes, were you on a sprint? They're talking. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to close my computer. I'm not on the sprint. I'm just watching them.
Anthony always has to ask, like, are you on camera or are you in the comments when I say that I'm sprinting? Yeah. He's like, can I walk past your computer? And I'm like, even if I'm on camera, you can walk past, but it's okay. I'm in the comments this time.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I'll like, if I'm watching a sprint, I'm usually like on the couch and then he'll look at my computer and be like, are you on a sprint? And I'm like, no, yeah, because I'm just laying on the couch.
Absolutely.
I'm like, I'm only on sprints when this computer is sitting on the desk. 30 pages left in Toronto, 18% in the Dixon Rule, 8% into Cruel and Lovely. I think a lot of people are reading that one too. 51 pages for Buenos Aires. Look, someone just X'd out of Discord and started reading. They're like, I got what I need. Let's go. I also put the new boarding pass up in the city.
That's often the best way to do it. Just I'm gonna shut the Discord down and I'm gonna read.
Finally got to read. Picked a book for dual POV that I'll pick up after book club pages for the day are done. Nice. Didn't get much read. Sat outside under the stars. Nice. That sounds so relaxing. Talk to your mom on the phone. 29 pages in An Ember in the Ashes. Ooh, 15 pages into Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. Found an audio that's only 8 hours and single speed. This is a good book. The audiobook not super great. The male narrator is like real gruff. Which I mean like works for the character of Jafar. But it was a little off-putting for me. Good book. Narrator wasn't great. Finished my book, Spy Family 3, then had the challenge of choosing my next book for Team Fantasy, going with Fate and Furies. Nice. Chosen my book for the second leg. Had a snack, wrote my to-do list, and then read 40 pages of Lore Olympus Volume 6. I need to read that one. I'm probably going to read it for Face Off. 14% of Sealed Empire. Yeah, chapter headers are the easiest way to do it, but it's not the only way to do it. Yeah. Got lucky. A book that I need to read this month is Dual POV with their names as the chapter titles. Perfect. From Shirley Jackson's short stories. Nice. It's in the Cities channel on Discord, and you should have been tagged in it. Or like if you're on a team, then you would have been tagged in it. 16% into my second leg book. Nice. Started Peeler by George Rollo. Mile High. Yeah, I love this trilogy. The third one I only gave 4 stars, but the first 2 are fantastic. Third one's still good. It just her friends pissed me off. Finally, 150 pages into Dark Shores. Nice. 96 pages into Court That's Cruel and Lovely. Good night. Picked a book, made a reading plan, emptied the vacuum cleaner. It's 11:30. That's as far as the Energizer Bunny can go. That's fair. That's
I feel
fair.
that.
My boys have both asked me that while I've been watching this one. That's fair. That's fair. Started saving 6 for this leg. Nice. Good night. All right. Well, that is going to be it for us tonight. Let me check the schedule for when the next ones are.
I can keep going now if people want to, because it's only 12 p.m. here, but I understand that there has already been 3 sprints today. So if people are sprinted out, that's fine. But if people in the comments want more sprints, I can keep going. So just like drop a comment and be like, yay or nay, or message me in the Discord and I can keep going. I might eat some lunch first and give us like an hour break. But if you want more sprints today, well, tonight, whatever it be, I can keep going. Just let me know.
Perfect. Other than that, other than that, we'll be on Leandra's channel tomorrow at noon Eastern. There you go. You got a couple yeses.
Well, even if there's 3 people there to keep me company, that's better than none.
Oh, you got lots of yeses.
Okay, I will keep going. I will have lunch and I will be with you guys on the hour. So give me like half an hour. I'll sprint at 1 p.m. Australian time, which is half an hour for you guys. I don't know what time that is EST.
So like 11
p.m.
11 p.m. All right. I'll get the sprint scheduled and post it all and see you there.
Oh no, Heather!
What happened?
Oh, that's so annoying. Oh my god, you're
all right. Well, good night, everybody. And thanks for indulging into my chaos. I told you, chaos gremlin. That's me. Okay, good night.
Bye.